Hello guys, Belle here. Going to be talking about the Fury Warrior artifact weapon. And the artifact weapon, of course, is going to be your beautiful, very actually beautiful, the Warswords of Valajar? Valajar? Maybe? I feel like I'm saying that right. Maybe. One of these days, guys, Belle's really going to get her act together when it comes to trying to pronounce all these freaking names. I can barely speak English, let alone try to speak other things. But this one's going to be Odin's Fury, and then this one's going to be Heleha's Wrath. So I want to show you first, though, what they look like here, so you can take a gander at them for yourselves in all their glory. It's really funny. My gnome, she's just consumed by the swords, which is just too funny. So a few things to note here in regards to the artifact weapon. You should understand in the very beginning that your artifact weapon is going to be the only weapon that you're going to use in Legion for each specialization. They are unique to each spec, so each spec will have a different quest line, and they will all be different, which is a good thing here. We definitely want some differentiation here in the quest, so that way you, on your multiple alts and rolling different specializations for that specific class, you get some different content to immerse yourself in experience while doing the acquisition quest for the different artifacts. So it's important to note that the item level grows with you, the power grows with you. There's going to be certain things here as far as what you can socket here, and these are your relic slots. So for the Fury Warrior, you have the fire, the storm, and the iron. You'll be able to acquire these throughout you pushing through content in Legion. You'll be able to socket them. These are going to increase your item levels as well as increase the ability for you to be able to purchase ranks from some of your minor talents. Traits here, sorry. The different things here for the artifact weapon are considered traits. Also, it's important to note that the level of your weapon is going to be based off the amount of ranks that you've been able to purchase. And as you see, you get a nice little boost for each trait that you purchase, which is pretty awesome. Pretty happy about that. All of these traits, so you're aware, are going to be passive with the exception of one ability. That one ability is going to be your on-use ability. You can use this as part of a burst rotation. You can use this as an execute. There's lots of things that you can put this in your rotation for, to be able to do, and especially on maybe on a last boss push, you're down to killing them and you want to, or adds, whatever the case may be. For this instant ability, it's on a small 45-second cooldown. It's called Odin's Fury. Does only go up to rank 1. Unleashes the fairy power of Odin bestowed that he bestowed your war swords, which is your weapons, dealing a pretty good amount of fire damage and an additional amount of fire damage over 4 seconds to all enemies within 20 yards. So starts at about 94k for the fire, plus an additional 89k for the fire damage to all the enemies within 20 yards. Pretty powerful, especially when if you're dealing with a lot of mobs, because you're trying to get through stuff. And since it's only on a 45-second cooldown, it could be easily added to a burst rotation as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go through all of these traits so you know what you're working with, and then we're going to go through the different appearances so that you can really see all the pretties and shinies that we have going on in order for you to be able to unlock throughout the content. So let's dive right in here. Obviously, we already talked about the Odin's Fury, so let's talk about the Thirst for Battle. This can go up to rank 1, increases damage dealt by Bloodthirst by 15%. You then have Unstoppable. This can go up to rank 3, so you'll start at rank 1. Does increase damage dealt by Rampage by 10%, so I think it's not going to start off at 10% when you first unlock this trait. That's important to note here. Blood Craze goes up to rank 3 as well. While you're below 20% health, Bloodthirst restores an additional 3% of your health, which is pretty awesome to help keep you alive, so that's pretty nice. You also have Sense of Death. This is a rank, goes up to rank 1. Execute has a 15% chance to make your next execute cost no rage. You also have Juggernaut. This is also rank 1. Execute increases damage dealt by execute by 5% for 6 seconds. This does stack up to 99 times. You have your Death Dealer. This can go up to rank 3. Increases critical strike chance of execute by 10%. Wrath and Fury. This goes up to rank 3. This increases damage dealt by Raging Blow by 10%. Odin's Champion, this only goes up to rank 1. When you use Rampage, Odin has a chance to declare you the champion of Valajar for 10 seconds, causing all your offensive abilities to reduce the cooldown of all your abilities by 2 seconds. Now, 2 seconds is nothing to sneeze at. Halea's Wrath, this goes up to rank 1, reduces the cooldown of your battle cry by 10 seconds. Uncontrolled Rage, this goes up to rank 3. Charge generates an additional 15 rage. And then Wild Slashes, this goes up to rank 3, increases the damage of Furious Slash by 10%. You then have Rage of the Valajar, rank 1. Rampage and Execute have a chance to activate Berserking, increasing your attack speed and critical strike chance by 5% every 1 second, and this will last for 12 seconds. Battle Scars can also go up to rank 3, increases maximum health by 6% during Enrage, which probably guess it's probably maybe 246% in each rank. Unrivaled Strength, this goes up to rank 3, increases all critical strike damage you deal by 30% during Battle Cry. Raging Berserker increases all damage you deal during Enrage by 10%. This also goes up to rank 3. Focus in Chaos. This is only rank 1, and your auto attacks have no penalty to hit from dual wielding during the Enrage. And then, of course, you have your Titanic Power. The Relentless Fury of the War Swords only grows the longer you wield them, increases all damage by 0.5%. All the artifact weapons have this. It costs an extreme amount of artifact power and is going to be something for you to definitely look towards in Legion while making sure that you are not bored. So you can have, throughout Legion, you're going to spend a lot of time probably unlocking various looks when it comes to your artifact weapon. The first set here, just doing, recover one of the pillars of creation, doing random things will allow you to unlock the first set of color options here, which I will go through. I do apologize if the voice cracks a little bit. I have been sick, which is why these videos are late, and my voice, I'm still recovering a little bit from what I think may have been the swine flu. Not sure. Probably not the swine flu, but something equally as awful it felt like. And then there's the purple, which obviously purple's my favorite color, so definitely like those. And then your beautiful green. Now for the arm of the Dragon Rider, this is something you get to unlock, which is a total different view. It's a different stage of your weapon. You get this for doing class hall stuff, as well as unlocking all the traits in your artifact weapon. As you see, the difference, it's beefed up and on crack. Definitely can kill lots of things with these weapons. And then it's pretty much the same color choices as the above, just a different view. Now for the Valamar, you get to, by completing a quest line and then doing some PvE stuff, challenge mode dungeons using the level 15 keystone. That's going to be the new way to do challenge modes with different levels of difficulty using the keystones inside your class hall. And then completing the Glory of the Legion Hero gets you this different view. But that's the look, just to give you the difference, which is pretty nice. And then you have your green, of course, then your purple, and then your red. Now for the Storm Breath, for the last one of each appearance set for each artifact weapon, regardless of spec, this is going to be your PvE, which is our PvP. This is nice to me because I'm a PvPer, as you guys already know that, if you know who I am. With that said, the new honor system is going to be prestiging, if that's something of your choice. This is just something visually to tell people, hey, I'm a PvPer, I'm prestiging, I'm doing things, I'm badass, so love me. Here's what the look of that's going to be, which if you ask me, guys, even if you're not a PvPer, I feel like I would PvP just to get this. That lightning coming off is so freaking amazing. This is one of my favorites here. And then there's the green, and then there's the yellow, and then there is the red. So yeah, this for sure is my 100% favorite view, and it's not just because I'm a PvPer, but because badass. So I'm kind of sad that it doesn't let me do the appearance. I wish in beta they would give you the option to be able to have all the appearances, but that's okay. At least you get to see it here, and you get to see that nice look. So that was your breakdown of your Fury Warrior artifact weapon. If you're new to PWNCAST, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date on all your Legion and World of Warcraft news in general. And also, if you're already here watching the video, do me a huge favor and hit the like button. Just, give me a little thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing a good job. And it's also, before I let you guys go, I want to let you know that if you're not in your class hall, which is where you will deal with your weapons, you can right click and open up your UI to see stuff here. You can't make any changes here, but you can at least see it on the go, which is quite lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Make sure you comment and ask me any questions. Let me know if there's anything in specifically you would like to see in beta for these videos, and I will do my best to make that happen for you. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.